This can't be for real, right? I mean, I clicked on it, but I thought it's somewhat. But he reposted it, so and I don't know this week, but week ABC seems like seems legit. What the hell? Let's take a look at it.
Bill Maher, and he was asked what Democrats he worries about, and you know the only name he mentioned as a Democrat he'd be worried about. So are you really thinking about running for president? Is this something you think?
Listen, I have no choice because I've had elected officials, and I'm not going to give their names, elected officials coming up to me. I've had folks who are pundits come up to me. I've had folks that got a lot of money, billionaires and others, that have talked to me about exploratory committees and things of that nature. I'm not a politician. I've never had a desire to be a politician. I just signed a contract extension with ESPN. I am very, very
pretty
happy
good one too
with my day job. I'm very happy with my bosses. It's a pretty damn good one. Just right. It's a pretty damn good contract. I couldn't be happier. But here's the reality. People have walked up to me, including my own.
Yeah, he signed some crazy ass contract with ESPN. I think we can look it up later. Let's listen to him. He has so many folks coming up to him. Everybody's like, "Hey, Stephen A., you gotta be the guy. You gotta be the guy. You gotta be the guy to save us. The Democratic Party needs you, Stephen A., because you are the most qualified person in America to save the left." if that's the case, I'm really sorry. I don't see that. But let's listen to this.
Pastor, for crying out loud, who has said to me, "You don't know what God has planned for you. At least show the respect to the people who believe in you, who respect you, who believe that you can make a difference in this country, to leave the door open for any possibilities 2 to 3 years down the line." And that's what I've decided to do. But again, whether it's Westmore, Governor Westmore, who I know, or Governor Josh Shapiro from Pennsylvania, who I know, Andrew Cuomo, who I had the pleasure.
I gotta stop it for a little bit. Can you imagine? Can you just stop for a moment, like for 10 seconds, and imagine a White House being run by Stephen A. Smith? Does he have any clue? I mean, yeah, there will be the argument that current government has no idea, but Andrew Cuomo
Of interviewing, who's trying to get back in things and be the next mayor of New York, etc. I see a lot of people that obviously and clearly are more qualified than me. But in the same breath, when you think about what Trump is getting away with, when you think about what you brought up about Steve Bannon, who's trying to be slick because he's looking at a non-political individual like myself, looking at me as a populist, but you better be careful what you ask for, because some of the stuff that Trump and the right...
he's getting himself already in the, in the terminology. I'm a populist. If I would be, I'm a populist. They would say I'm a populist, but hey, they gotta be watching. I'm not just a populist. It runs much deeper. I'm Stephen A. Smith, the next president. Hey, all power to you, Stephen A. Smith. If everybody had the self-confidence and the determination that you have in your work, all respect to that. You are an amazing worker. You are a crazy sports commentator, but it's fun to watch you, really. So props to that. You are amazing. But a president, Stephen A. Smith, a president, come on.
Right has been trying to get away with, like circumventing the 22nd Amendment of the Constitution, talking about how there could be a third term. Excuse me, be careful what you wish for, because if any GOP member, if any Republican supports that, I don't want to hear a word out of their mouth ever again about the following the Constitution, the Constitution, the Constitution. That's what they've been living off for years. And then you're talking about circumventing the 20.
So by changing one thing, which is not undemocratic, it's just not the standard, all right? But 3 terms is completely fine. It's still democratic. It's not unlimited. It's not I'm here, and as long as I'm here, no one can get this position. It's still there are still election taking place. So there's been a rule that's been created, 300, 250 years ago. And some things might have some things can be changed within those written rules. But of course, not everything. Some things are debatable, and I think everything that would be changed within that constitution should be voted by the people, right? It should be a thing of a referendum. It should not be decided by politicians. Anyway, so that's that debate.
The Second Amendment, and you think that's cool? No way. That's not something that we should stand for. So I would hope somebody else would step up that's more qualified than me. But if it has to come down to me, it is something I would consider. Yes, I would, because I don't mind the thought of tussling with these folks at all, on the left or the right.
He would be just talking puppet. That's what I think, actually. Stephen A. Smith, a president? No way. No way in my life. And if so, then we are living in a simulation. There is no other explanation for that. Really crazy. All right. Sorry, I'm maybe having a little bit of a microphone thing. Not sure. So let me know what you guys think. Stephen A. Smith for president. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? What do you think about this idea in general? Or is it just a laughable thing that, I mean, he's taking it seriously, so should we, I guess. Let's have a discussion about it. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your night. Have fun, and see you in the next one.